projectile. Now can you understand what is projectile? And the path followed by a projectile is called the trajectory, and the path followed is called trajectory, which is always a parabola. So it is, the path will be a parabola. Now a projectile executes two independent motions simultaneously. So the objects in the space will execute two independent motions, that are uniform horizontal motion and uniform accelerated downward motion. So these two motions, that is two independent motions, are executed by the projectiles simultaneously. Now the projectile fired horizontally. Suppose a body is projected horizontally with a velocity of u from a height h above the ground. Now let it reach the point xy after the time t. After some time it will reach the point x and y. Then the position of the projectile after time t is x is equal to ut and y is equal to half gt square. Next, the equation of the trajectory, the path of the object, is y equal to g divided by 2u square into x square. So these are the equations we have to, formulas we have to have it in our mind. It will help us to do the problems. So the velocity after the time t will be v equal to root of u square plus g square into t square, which is beta equal to tan inverse of gt by u. Likewise, the time of the flight, that is the object which are all in the space. So t is equal to root of 2h by g. Then the horizontal range. So the projectile fired horizontally. So the horizontal range r is equal to u into t, which is u into the value of t, that is root 2h divided by g. Now here comes the projectile given angular projection. So a projectile is fired with a velocity u making an angle theta with the horizontal. So the velocity u has two rectangular components. One is the horizontal components u cos theta, which remains constant throughout the motion, and next component is the vertical component u sin theta. The u cos theta is the horizontal component, u sin theta is the vertical component, which changes with time under the effect of gravity, and this component first decreases and becomes 0 at the highest point. So highest point is A. So after which it again increases till the projectile hits the ground. So these are the two rectangular components of the projectile given in the angular projection. So that the two components are explained in this image, that is the trajectory of the projectile fired at an angle theta with the horizontal. So that we can see, that is u cos theta for the horizontal component, and from A, at the point A highest it reaches, it will maximum, and again when it comes down it decreasing. So u that is the vertical component u sin theta. So that is the pink color line, the curve is the path of the projectile, which is like a parabola. Now the projectile fired at an angle with the horizontal. Suppose if a projectile is fired with a velocity u at an angle theta with the horizontal, let it reach the point xy after the time t, which we have seen before. So let us see the equations. The components of initial velocity will be ux will be u cos theta and uy will be u sin theta. Likewise, the components of acceleration at any instant will be ax is equal to 0, ay is equal to minus g, that is the gravity, acceleration due to gravity. Now the position after the time t. So x will be u cos theta into t, the time, and y will be u sin theta with the time, minus half gt square. And now equation of the trajectory, the path of the projectile. So y equal to x tan theta minus g divided by 2u square cos square theta into x square. So this is the equation of the trajectory. Now what will be the maximum height, that is h is equal to u square sine square theta divided by 2g. Likewise, the time of flight t is equal to 2u sine theta divided by g, and the horizontal range r is equal to u square sine 2 theta divided by g. Then the maximum horizontal range is attained at theta is equal to 45 degree, and its value will be the horizontal range maximum, that is theta is 45, means it is r maximum is equal to u square divided by g, u square divided by g. Now the velocity after the time t is nothing but Vx is equal to u cos theta and Vy is equal to u sin theta minus gt. That can be represented as V is equal to root of Vx square plus Vy square, and tan beta is equal to, so another next form will be tan beta is equal to Vy divided by Vx. Then the velocity with which the projectile reaches the horizontal plane through the point of projection is the same as the velocity of the projection. So these are the some equations or points to remember when the projectile fired at an angle with the horizontal. Now, uniform circular motion. So when a body moves along a circular path with uniform speed, and its motion is said to be uniform circular motion. So the body is moving with a circular path with a uniform speed, means it is uniform circular motion. Now angular displacement. So it is the angle swept out by the radius vector in a given